So let's start with the blanket PO. So the blanket PO are often referred to low value materials and are used for procuring the consumable materials and services frequently ordered from the same vendor for a long duration, say for example 1 year or 2 years. So this is called as blanket PO. What are the advantages of blanket PO, or what are the attributes are given here? You can say the blanket POs are valid for a longer term, such as for 1 year or 2 years, and with the value limit. The item category is given as B and the order type is framework order FO. Here the material number is not required, you can just maintain the text. And the advantage of blanket PO is there is no goods receipt required, so only invoicing is required for blanket PO. So how to create this? Let us see the blanket PO for the consumable materials. So the one more advantage of the blanket PO is that there is no need to create POs again and again. We need to just do the invoicing, and based on the value limit everything will be settled. Now let us go for the SPRO and we'll see what are the attributes of blanket PO. So you need to go to material management, then go to purchasing, then there is external representation of item categories. Just click on it and see that item category is B. So just click on this and see that we are going to use this B for the blanket PO, and you can see material required is not allowed, it's not mandatory. Account assignment is mandatory. Inventory management is not allowed because we are not going to store it, it's not a stock material, it's directly consumed. So GR goods, it's not linked. Invoice, yes, it's checked. So this is the B category, item category limit B. Now let us create a blanket PO. So let's create the blanket PO. So type MA21N. Make sure that you select the framework order from your order type. Enter the vendor number. Give the purchase order and company code. Now it will ask you validity. So as I said, the blanket POs are meant for low cost material, procuring the low cost material that is consumable, and it requires the validity. Blanket PO does not require goods receipt, and whatever we actually procure through blanket PO, it is not stored. Okay, so now let's give the validity from today onwards, and the validity ends at 2024, 1 year. Enter. Now for blanket PO there's no need to maintain the material, and material master record is optional. If you want, you can maintain. I'll maintain a short text: office supply. It will ask you to enter the material number or account assignment category. So the account assignment is going to be the limit, and already we have actually used the framework order, and the item category is limit. It will ask you to enter the account assignment category. So I'm going to enter the account assignment as K, cost center. Plant is ABC1, okay, and it is asking to enter the group, material group. So just click on this and enter miscellaneous. Now it will ask you what is the overall limit. So I'm going to give 30,000 is the overall limit, and expected value is around 10,000. If you give no limit, then there will be no limit at all. So the overall limit is 30,000 and expected value is 10,000. You just hit enter. It will ask you to enter the cost center. Remember, we have actually configured the cost center in the previous video. Please go and refer it. So the cost center I'm going to choose as per our company code. Let me choose this 5,000 and press enter. Now you can see all the conditions are entered. Just check this. No issues found. Save. Now you can see the framework order is created under the number 54500019602. So this is the number of this purchase order. That is nothing but for the blanket PO. Now you can actually see the display of this. Okay, if you want to see the display, and just hit enter, and you can see this is just a display. You cannot do any changes. Okay, so now let us go and consume this. Copy the PO and directly go to my row. So let's do the my row. Type MIRO, which is nothing but incoming invoice. Type the invoice date, today's date. Hit enter. Now you see this PO reference. Let it be as purchase order / scheduling agreement. But here under layout, make sure that you are in account assignment - asset, order. Select this option and give your PO number. So versus this, hit enter. Now see it will collect all the information, that is the vendor, payment terms, PO text is office supply, amount is 0. So for this framework order, there is no need to do the GR. Directly you can do the invoice. That is the advantage of blanket PO. Slightly scroll down like this. There is an arrow here. You can see, and slide it like this. And you can see this account assignment. Click edit and give the amount. Say for example, I am going to procure 5,000 office supply. There is no quantity for this. This is the GL account. This is the cost center. This is the business area. Check and go back. You will see this amount. We need to make it 0 by entering 5,000 here. If you have maintained any tax code and if you want to calculate the tax, you can do that. 5,000. Enter. Make sure that you make it 0. You can simulate and you will see the GL account. So 16 4 zeros is for the vendor supplier, and this is the GL account for consumption. So the vendor account, which is shown here 5,000, is credited, and the consumption raw material account is 5,000 debited. This is the reference PO. Now close this and save. Now it will create the document. So if you want to see the document, you can just go to display and you can click on the follow on documents. So it will create the accounting document. So vendor 5000 is credited and the consumption account is debited. If you want to see the PO history, you can go and see what will be the PO history. ME23N. You need to specify the PO. Our PO was, if you can't remember the PO number, you can filter this as per the dates. So today is 6th because I created the PO today. You hit enter, you will see these many POs, and the most recent PO I have created is this. Hit enter and you will see this item category B is the limit of the supply, and you will see the purchase order history tab here. You can see this document 5000. We have actually purchased the consumption. Now if you go and see the limit, for example, you go to delivery, so here you can go to directly limits. Now you can see overall limit is 30,000, expected value is 10,000, and actual value is 5,000. Now 5,000 we have consumed. If you want to purchase again the office supply, just you have to copy this PO. Again you have to go to my and give the invoice date, give the PO, hit enter. So this is the PO number, hit enter. Make sure that you are in this account assignment dash asset order. Slightly scroll here, scroll down, click edit, and this time I'll give 500, enter. No need to enter the quantity. Go back and balance the amount 500, sorry, and then go to similar and see whether things are working properly or not. Now you can see the vendors account credited 500 and the consumption account is debited 500. You can save this and then you can go back and see the limits. Now you can see 5,500 is the actual value right now. So this is the advantage of the blanket PO. It eliminates the GR. So here GR we are not doing it, directly we are doing invoicing. So whenever you are purchasing any low cost material from a vendor for a long duration, so the blanket PO can be used. So that's all in this video. I hope if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.